and welcome to another edition of the always reliable Ben's Junk. And of course, when I say reliable, I mean that I keep my promises. And that promise is that about a month ago or so, I promised that I would do a second part on this thing on my Philips CDI stuff. So you saw this just very briefly at the end of the last Ben's Junk, the Philips Peacekeeper Revolver, which was apparently meant to be mostly used with Mad Dog McCree, because he figures so prominently on here. Him and his awesome eyeliner. So let's open this up and we'll go from there. There really isn't a whole lot to this, but we've got our big funny blue gun, and it's got a nice long cord for it at least, which goes into this infrared sensor, which means I don't have to use a tube TV for this thing. I can actually use my flat screen. And then a nice big long cord and the end that goes into the CDI, and there's some Velcro and stuff in here that I'm just not going to use, because I'm sure it'll add an extra 2 cents or so to the resale value of this thing. So we got this, and I have a copy of Mad Dog McCree, of course, that we'll try out. This was donated to us by a viewer, as I mentioned last time, and I know it says demo disc, but it is a full version of the game. It's just minus the artwork. So let's take a cut here and look at the setup. Alright, let's take just a quick look at the setup here, because it's just so unbelievably complicated. But obviously I have the CDI hooked up to the TV. I've got the CDI here, and in the first port is the infrared sensor and, by extension, gun. And there's the infrared sensor right there with the green light there. And I also have headphones hooked up to this right now because I need to be able to monitor the audio, because I don't want it to leak through too much, because I'm also running this not just to the TV, but I'm running it to my laptop right now, and I'm going to try and get some direct feed footage of this thing. And so you don't have to sit here and stare at me fumble around with the gun on screen and stuff. So, yeah, there is a cursor, believe it or not, and because I have the gun hooked up, I can't use the remote control, so I'm stuck with this thing. And as you can tell, there's a little delay, and it's not super accurate. So this could be a challenge just loading the game. But let me get the camcorder fired up here for the laptop, and we'll take a stab at it. Alright, so I've got that going, and let's see if I can at least load the game. So let me open the CDI. And closing it might be a little tough. I'm pointing at the floor pretty much right now. Alright, let's see if I can do this. I'll do this behind the camera. Maybe that'll be a little better. And of course, I'm still going to have to calibrate the gun at some point here. So let's do this. And of course, this being CDI, this is probably going to take a while. Just riveting stuff. Let me put on my headphones while we're waiting here. Yeah, I bet you we're not going to see those kinds of graphics in this game. Alright, any day now. There we are. Let's jump past this. And there's my cursor. And it's still a little off. Alright, let's try and calibrate this. I'm going to have to do this from behind the camera. So actually this might be a good time for me, my future self, editing this, to go ahead and segue to this. So here I am, pointed at gun, nice and steady. And I clicked, because, I have to resync all this. Alright, let's see if I can do this with some degree of accuracy. Alright, I got that one. Got it. Alright. Let's see here. I guess we'll just dive right in and play a game.
Folks need your help.
Now, there's a potential bonus round here because a guy comes out and tries to kill this narrator plot point guy. Let's see if I can actually trigger that. We're just waiting on my gun to show up for this thing to get into the right mode. There'll be a bunch of bullets in the bottom left corner. There we go. And... Ow. So much for that. Oh well. He'll live again. Alright, let's do the bank, because that's the level I'm most familiar with. Nope. You again. Right in the throat. Alright, let's give this another shot. Got him! But it's off! I didn't move my gun. Trust me, I did not move my gun.
I'd rather be lucky than...
Alright, let's try it. Yeah, let's go somewhere else, just for fun. How about the saloon? And when I say fun, I mean fun for you to watch. Did I get him? No.
You better work on yourself.
I hate that guy. Alright, let's try, the corral. I don't know.
You looking for trouble, stranger?
Ow.
You better get lucky, or you're going to be dead.
Luck being the operative
You've only
word.
got one life left.
I know. Hey, I didn't even shoot him. Oh no. This is the bonus round, and I never do well with this. So I have to shoot the holster at the bottom left of the screen that pops up, and then start shooting at, I don't know if it's Mad Dog himself or what, but... Did I get him? I think I missed him by 2 inches every single time.
This good old boy's seen his last gunfight.
Oh, yeah, but you haven't.
Time to take it.
Oh, come on. Let me have a little fun, jeez. Oh well, that is it for this edition of Ben's Junk.
So
I'll see you again soon.
never had a chance against Mad Dog's shooting. Next time, why don't you try some more practice rounds before you try to take him on?
There's more inside!
That was a good woman you shot. Population 64.